Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be playing through the Core of Discovery. I'm going to be playing the first expansion, which is the Insecta Expansion. Apparently I'm just playing through all of them now, so here we are, continuing after my review and all stuff. I still feel pretty strongly about the whole, it doesn't do much to expand the theme, but I do love the mechanics, so, you know, hey, take that how you will. Alright, so continuing on with this, we are going to be playing through Core Discovery, woo! Oh, if you haven't seen my review, feel free to check out my review. You'll know that I have some particular feelings about the theming and everything, but that's a different conversation. Because the day that I'm playing this is the same day I played the other playthroughs, not that you needed to know that, but now you do, it's Spooky Day. So it is currently October 31st right now, so it is Halloween Day for those who celebrate. I'm ready for the candy after day, so I'm going to be playing some spooky music in the background instead of normal lo-fi. So here we go. Let's go spooky music. Or whatever this counts, whatever counts as spooky music. There we go, setting the mood back there. Oh, ooh, I love this song. Wait, I was looking for this song. I didn't know it was here. Yeah, this is the song. This is not very spooky, but like there's a song, I was looking for the song for, oh, okay, sorry. It's not related. I think it's a pretty cool song, I like it. It's very reflecting. It's in my haunted playlist, so I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so we are playing through Core Discovery, we're playing the Insecta Expansion. This is not going to be a full teach video, so if you're looking for a full teach video, this is not going to be, oh my gosh, calm down. This is not going to be that full teach video. This is basically just going to be me mostly showing and talking about the rules as I go, and we're going to be playing. So I will give a little bit of overview though. So the Insecta Expansion, we will have a few different goals as always with these ordeals. So if you look here zoomed in on the camera, we can see that we're playing, currently playing map 3021. So this is part of the expansions, that the extra map packs that you can purchase from off-page games and print out yourself. I printed out myself on my laser printer, which is why it doesn't look as fancy as the other pages. But my goal is to kill 4 insects. So I got to kill 4 of those giant bug insects, and they look like this. Look at that, terrifying. Things are huge. And the peak is on D3, so I'm put my peak on D3. There we go, done it. And then I start on column 7, so I start here on this column, and I'll choose that when we get to it. And there's at least 3 of each terrain, and the extra rules is when gaining resources or water from exploring, I can send the items back to the boat if the Ranade, if the Ranade is face down. Otherwise, I cannot shuttle, shuttle. Once you have shuttled each resource or water, you have created insecticide, and insect tokens on explored paths die, which is great. So that means that I'll essentially want to send things back home, and if we zoom out to the main board so you can kind of see everything, you'll see that we have all these little markers here, and there's also two new resources. One is mushrooms, and the other one is flour. Is that what it's called? Flour? And there's some new rules that are associated with that. So the flour is next to mud, the mud is next to flour, or sorry, the flour is in the same row as mud, and the mud is in the same row as flour. And the other rule for the mushrooms are that the mushrooms are on the shelter spots. So if I want to get a mushroom, I gotta get a shelter spot. Also, I might switch back to the other music, because this one's like movie haunted, and like movie haunted is not as thematic. All right, fine, let me switch my playlist. I was excited about this one. Not as cool as Cult. Cult was doing it, you know, it was like nice ambient, nice ambient sounds in the background. There we go, listen to that. Spooky. It's very spooky. Hitting that right spooky vibe. Listen to those. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, let me turn it down. So the main takeaway for this one though is that we have to kill 4 insects, we have to do a whole bunch of stuff. In order to kill insects, I have to essentially shuffle resources back here, and if I don't do that, then I'll be in trouble, so I have to do that before I run out of time. I gotta choose my starting character, and the character for this one is Irene, I think? No, Irene is for the Vameter. Who are the characters for this one? One second. I think I know. It's not Colin. So it might be these 2? Are the characters for this one? Let me check. Where's the rule book? Yep, I was right. So I can play as Sacagawea or I can play as Shanabu, and my goal is to start with them. I'm probably not going to end with them because I'm definitely going to have that sounding horn because I get 3 items and I get to swap my characters if I use that one. So that is what I'm going to do. Sacagawea, there's different pronunciations. I'm going to say Sacagawea, just call it a day. So this one, he allows me to look at a path that has at least 2 unexplored paths between it and all explored paths. Okay, so I get to basically peek 2 away. That's what it sounds like to me. As long as it's within the inner... Oh, that's not strong, is it? It says, look at a path that has at least 2 unexplored paths between it and all explored paths. Oh, okay. I mean, I can start with him. I think her ability is way better. So it's, for her, it says exhaust before you explore, and that allows me to... Oh, this one says look, not explore. That says look and not explore. So that's actually, that could be good. But for her, she allows me to, when you explore, you can select an unexplored path 2 paths away. I think I'm going to stick with that one for now. And of course, I'm getting the sounding horn. I get 2 more items. I'm not going to go for any of the point items because I just want to survive. I have a hard time surviving in some of these challenges. So for her, let's see, I want to try to use the satchel. That gives me a destiny card if I sacrifice the item instead. After I explore, discard the resource or water and you gain from exploring and take a destiny card. That's really strong. That sounds super strong. And I got Moss and I got Weather Vane. Weather Vane allows me to look at the top 2 cards in the challenge deck, put one back on top and one on the bottom. And the other one, I think it says food. Yeah, place a food token at the end of the day and it's eaten at the end of the day. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. All right, so I'm sticking with those. I'm sticking with that selection. Now we're gonna go ahead and, usually I'll reveal the challenges, but let me shuffle these again. But I think I'm pretty confident in, oh, I had to choose one more item, sorry. Keep the food cool and bug infestation, of course. All right, and I think I'm gonna take another item, of course, and we're gonna take, I like taking the dowsing rod because it gives you just extra resources. I can also take one of these. Ooh, I can take the spear. Remove from play. Oh, I gotta remove from play. Kill 1 monster. The insects are not monsters, so it's not as cool. And it's removed from play. I think I'd rather keep my item slots open. So I think I'm going to stick with good old-fashioned goggles. Or I can do the compass to give myself a little bit more time. Goggles give me... Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with compass to give me more time. I'll do goggles in the second wave after I switch back over to, of course, switch back over to Clark. And then do some fancy stuff. All right. Okay. All right. We got our marching orders. Let's go do our thing. So we get to start on column 7. I want to start here. It's a water. All right. Okay. So now we can start our game. That was actually probably a bad idea, but we are... Oh, he's face up. Shoot. So Ranade starts face up. And then I have to spend 1 water and I get to guess. And if you guess correctly, the terrain you explore, flip him face down. And he flips back up at the end of the day. So if I get him face down now, then I'll have the whole round to keep shuttling resources. And especially at the early game, that's a really good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 water. And I'm going to guess that this is a stick. Oh, that was wrong. Shoot. Okay. But I do get another turn, so I'm going to spend another water. And we guess that this is a stick. And I was correct. It's a stick. Oh. So he flips face down. And then he'll flip face up at the start of at the start of each new day. So I will put this here. Actually, no. I'll keep the first stick because I need that for the food. Okay, so now I get to move to my next one. There's only 1 stick in each row or column. There's 0. That 0 corresponds to skulls. So there are 0 skulls in this row or column. I actually like that. That's actually really good because then I won't have to draw any bugs. I can kind of get things going. I'm going to try to go up this entire column then. Because if I finish the row, I get to move 1 insect token orthogonally, or if I finish a column, I get a destiny card. So we're just going to go up this row. Or is this, oh, well, no, we need a skull and a stone. Shoot, okay. All right, we're going to go along this then, because we want to get to the stones. We get a mushroom. Where's the mushrooms? I always see them, except for when I need to see them, you know? Here it is, I found it. So we get a mushroom, and this goes here, and we can build a shelter there. So the mushrooms, I'm going to send that one home, because I don't need it right now. So instead of taking it, I sent it home, and we're going to keep on going to the side. Like I said, we need a skull. Well, no, we don't want a skull. We don't want a skull right now. I think I'm good exploring that way for now. I'm gonna go up. Oh, we only have 2 turns. Actually, no, I lied. We do need a skull. Keep going. That's another one of these 3. There's 3 skulls in this column. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, 3 skulls here and here. So it's probably 2 here, 1 there. Oh, for those who don't know, I do live stream on Twitch. That's on twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. So feel free to check me out there. And I mention that because, hello, we have somebody in the chat. Hello there, Chidoodle. Thank you for joining. We're playing a spooky game on a spooky day. I hope it's a very spooky day for you too on this particular day. Look at that, ghosts everywhere. Hi. There we go. All right, so continuing on, there are 3 things there. We need, we want to find a skull. We don't need to find a skull. If we finish a row, which I don't want to do, then we get to move a bug, and that's not going to help us. We need resources, so I'm gonna go up. Well, no, because I want to find the skull. All right, we keep going. Found the food. And we're going to send that food home to the boats. I'm thinking that there's a skull over here, because if that's a food, that means that that's a TP, or that's a TP. So if I go up, I should find the TP, right? Which means that one of these 2 is a skull. I had such plans. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Okay, we found a stick. We're gonna send this one back home. Actually, we need a stick for the next one, and if we have a fire, we get a food. Let's not make it easy for me. Yeah, we're gonna send this home. I don't like it, but we're sending it home. All right. So it's gonna be 5 for the first round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we evaluate, we got a stick. We can choose to fail it, get the food, lose a water, and then we'll be part way there. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna choose to fail it. We're gonna keep the stick, but we get a food, and then we suffer no further consequences. And now we will continue our spooky adventures. All right. So we need a skull or a stone. I think we just keep going up. We know this is a food, right? This has to be a food. Because shelters are next to a food and a stick. Oh, okay. Calm down, spooky music. Shelters are next to a food and a stick. I need more sticks. So what I'm gonna do is I think it's a waste. I shouldn't do that. Oh, you know what? No, we just need a stone. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm overthinking this. I'm going to use I'm going to use her. Well, I do need mud. So yeah, we're going to go here. Stone. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to be a stone. That's not good. All right, we got everything we needed. So now we need to find a mud. I think I'm going to use her ability for Sacagawea, and we're going to go 1, 2. No, it says when you explore, select an unexplored path 2 paths away. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do 1, 2 for this one because I think this could be mud. Hey, I was right. It's mud. All right, now we evaluate this one. It's a wood and a stone and a water. Okay, so that's done. Challenge is done. We do not have a fire, so we get nothing bonus for it, but it's okay. Now we move on to this one. We need 2 muds. We got 1 mud. So if we guess this correctly, then we can actually do something fancy. So I wish I had the thing. I can get to the thing. I just want to. That's tough. All right. So we're gonna spin the sounding horn. Well, sorry. We're gonna spin the medicine to refresh Sacagawea. We're gonna spin the sounding horn. We're gonna swap her with Clark. Of course, the normal strategy. You all should know it and love it by now. We're gonna bring Clark out. And let me just double read the sounding horn just to make sure I'm doing it right. It says exhaust, swap your refreshed character with 1 from the reserves. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing it right. I feel like I'm doing it right. My interpretation is correct. Says me. Who's gonna stop me? Haha. And then I'm gonna use compass before I explore. If I guess correctly, then I get to throw the path token away. So I'm gonna say that this is water. And then I'm gonna use Clark to throw this. Actually, wait. Yeah, that works. Well, hold on. Yeah, free actions are before and or after you explore. Okay, cool, good to know. All right, so that means Clark to exhaust him, to throw this item away for now, and then get the dowsing rod. And then the dowsing rod comes in refreshed. I want to spin the dowsing rod and say that this is water. And I'm gonna hope that that is good. So water. Hey, it's water. So we get to throw this away because of the compass. And then because of dowsing rod, we get the water that we guessed, and we're gonna send this over home. And we get one of the resources adjacent to it. So we're gonna get mud. We're gonna put it there. So we can finish that objective. If we can build a shelter, then we can get 2 water from this, which will be nice. So we need a skull. So this is a TP. It has to be a TP. Right, that has to be a TP. This has to be a food. That means there's another TP around here. So it means that this is, well, one of these is a skull. I would guess this one's a skull. And what am I looking for? I'm trying to build a shelter, so. I have no clue what this is. So I can go to the TP and trade a water for something. I don't want to lose resources. I want to go up in resources, not lateral, you know? I have an inkling. Well, no, I don't. Well, oh no, because if this is a TP, that means that this is a food. But I was saying I have an inkling that this could be a TP, and this could be a. No, that's kind of random, isn't it? Sorry. The reason why I had the inkling is because I've seen it sometimes where the TP is on the edge of the map, and then it kind of really like screws over the logic of what I was doing. Oh, also flowers. Oh man, I forgot about flowers. So flowers are in the same row as muds. So maybe this is a flower, or maybe this is a flower. I really want the 2 water, so I really want to build another shelter. Okay, so we're gonna go here. It's a wood, it's a stick. And we already sent one home, so we're gonna keep that with us. We just need a skull or a mud, another skull. Sorry, a skull or another mud. So we can go ahead and try to claim we can claim this food and claim this skull. Actually, this could be a skull too. Shoot, I don't know which one's a skull. I guess this one's a skull, but this one could also be a skull because it's like a stone, a TP, something else, something else. What am I missing here? Okay, hear me out. Here's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take advantage of the TP, right? I'm gonna trade my food. And then whatever else I get, I'm gonna throw it away and get the moss and put it there. And that's what we're gonna eat for the day. I feel like that's a little bit of a waste, but I feel like it also might help. So I can get the shelter out. You know? Sorry, turn the spooky up a little bit more. Over the AC. Spooky AC. Alright, so we're going to go to the TP. Well, yeah, we're going to go to the TP first. Well, no. My hesitancy is like, what if this is not a TP? Oh, I lied. Sorry, this has to be a TP. What if this is the skull and this is not the skull, you know? I guess if it's a double TP, it's not going to be great because it's not going to give me positive resources. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But okay, so we know this is a TP. We don't know what this is. I could also wait. Well, no, I don't want to because I want the water. Right. Okay. Jeez. Okay. My brain is braining. So we're gonna go here for the. We're gonna go here for the food. We get the food. And then we're gonna go here for the TP. And we're gonna trade the food for a skull, and then we're gonna make a house. That's gonna give us the water, and then yeah, if it's not, we can just throw it away anyway with the satchel, and then get a resource. Or we can go up because it might be a hill. Oh, it's a hill. It doesn't matter, does it? I just want to be. I want to use my satchel. That's the thing. I really want to use the satchel. So you know what? I'm going to take the food that I got. I'm going to throw it away. And it's the same thing as putting the food here, but it saves my backpack space. Oh, you know what? I know why I don't want to do that. I lied. I don't want to do that. The reason why I don't want to do this is because I'm not going to have positive resources. I want more resources. That's my goal. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to go to the... It's a guaranteed TP, though. This is not a TP. So I can go here. I think this is a skull. Oh, it's a stick? Okay. All right. Well, it's not a skull. but it's a stick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not take the stick. I'm gonna throw it away because it's a satchel. It says discard the resource or water you gain from exploring to take a destiny card, and I'll take the moss destiny card. Oh, it's not gonna help me build my building, is it? Shoot. Yeah, that was bad. Darn. Darn. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna take this destiny card. Well, I don't need that destiny card. I'm gonna take this destiny card. Well, okay, I'm gonna take this destiny card, put it there. So that's gonna be our food for this evening. And then we are all done for the round. We evaluate. We got this and this. So that's going to be success. And then we get a sample. We do not get the water because we don't have a shelter. We're not overburdened, so we're okay. I really wanted the 2 water, but it wasn't. It wasn't in the cards. That means that there's a water around here. So one of these is water. I think this for sure is the skull. Pretty sure that's a skull. It has to be a skull. Okay, and that is where we are for the round. So at the end of the round, we're gonna eat the moss. Actually, I should hold on to this, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this card. I'm not gonna spend it immediately. I'm gonna eat one of these in my pocket instead. And then we're good for the night. We don't have any monsters, so we got to draw a threat card. We also refresh. Oh, at the start of the day, we refresh them. So we flip this over, and it's a insect. It's a monster. Oh, these are monsters. They said they weren't monsters. Huh. All right, it says place insect token on. It's a nighttime, so unexplored path adjacent to the easternmost explored path, not on edge. So easternmost. So water or hill. Ooh, that's loud. So path priority for us in this one is going to be water before hill. So it's going to be on the easternmost. It's going to be on this one. Oh, not on the edge. So it can't be here. It has to be here on the food. Food is its preferred one. Well, that sucks. Because it's going to cost 1 extra to go around them. And then, so explore effect is discard any one resource or water to explore any of the 8 paths around it. And then how to move it to explored path once insecticide created. Oh, unexplored path, so it can be here. Easternmost unexplored path. Yeah, unexplored path adjacent to easternmost explored path. Path priority, so he'll be here. Because food is the priority over wood, so here. Okay, right. Okay, so that's that jerk. And then this guy returns, so now I gotta guess to get him to go away. Get the giant frog to go away. And all these refresh though, so that's gonna be nice. I got a moss, so I'm gonna put this here. Like that, this here, like that. Well, put this over here. Got me some plant food. There we go. Oh, and we need new cards. Challenge cards, thank you. Almost forgot. Ooh, we need that. Oh, that's not good. So we need to find a flower. So we got 2 turns to do it. So it has to be in this row. So we're gonna go here. And by George, I was right. Oh, I should have used my dowsing rod. Ow. Heck. All right. Well, that's okay. I had a strong feeling it was be that. We're gonna claim that one. Okay, so we know this is a skull, right? So I'm going to go ahead and spin the water to guess the next spot. And I am going to... I do want the skull. No, I don't care for the skull. Actually, I want to send it home though. So I'm going to use a dowsing rod. And that. Okay, so I spent the water for the guess. I'm using my dowsing rod to get an extra thing from adjacent. And the extra thing from adjacent I think I'm going to take is the... Man, I need a mud. I guess I'm going to take the stone. Because then I can build a shelter. Yeah, I'm going to take a stone. Okay, so this is a skull. Dowsing rod is going to give me a bonus. And then, here we go. It's a skull. So dowsing rod is going to give me a bonus. So I'm going to take a stone. And I'm going to send the... Oh, I guessed correctly, so he goes away. Cool. And then I can only send one thing, and that's the thing that I got. So this is what I got from the terrain. I'm not going to be able to send this because I got it from a bonus. So I'm not going to be able to send two at a time. I can only send one thing, so I can send the skull, which I will send the skull. And then I'm going to keep this item here, and I'm going to use this plus this to make myself a shelter. I could try to hold on to it until that period down here, but I think this is a better move. And then we will trigger the skull, so we draw a threat. Why is this up here? Okay, we'll draw a threat. And the threat is another insect. And it's a daytime, so we put him on the skull that he came with, right there. So now it's going to cost me to explore that TP, which I know the TP's there. We got two, oh, unexplored. Well, actually. Closest unexplored path adjacent to skull or terrain. Closest unexplored path adjacent to skull, terrain, not on edge. I guess it benefits me to put him here. Which kind of sucks because I could finish that row and move some bugs around, you know? But that's fine. Okay. We evaluate this. We got the flour. We got the water. And I'm running low on water. I'm not feeling happy about that. Especially with the next challenge coming up. And if we pass, nothing happens. And if we pass this one, we get a destiny card. And I actually really do want the destiny card there. So, oh boy. There could be another TP up here, right? And I just need a mud. So if this is a water, then this is a mud, right? I think that's what we're doing. We're gonna go for this one, and I'm hoping it's a mud. Yes, it's mud. Okay, that feels good. All right, serotonin just flowing. All right, so that's a mud. So perfect. So now we don't need to worry about too much. We just need to start working on that one. We need a stick, a stone, and a water. So this has to be a water. We could use medicine to get dowsing rod back up. And then we can get a stick and a stone at the same time. And then be prepared for the next one. And then try to... no, we can't. We can't do that, can we? Shoot. Well, no, yeah, we could. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. So we're gonna medicine to get dowsing rod back alive. We're gonna dowsing rod, and we're gonna use dowsing rod to guess that this is a stone, and when this is a stone, it is, because it told us it was a stone. It goes there, and then we get a bonus because we guessed it correctly. So we're gonna get a stick, and that's gonna set us up for next round. So we just have infinite time to kind of explore and get stuff sent. Yeah, we're in an okay shape. We got the rest of the stones going up here, and I hope it's just more than 2 stones. So we're done with that. This is evaluating. We do the mud, we do the water. So we've done that, mud and water. And now we have a shelter. So we do get a destiny card. This one allows us to peek at two paths. Look at any two paths on the edge. The weather vane gives us a way to kind of scope out some cards, if you will. Gives us a way to change things up. Sorry, change our music here. There we go. Give me some tension. I'm debating if I want to take from the top of the deck or if I want to take the spyglass. The spyglass will help me out to get this guy back face down next round. I think that's worth it. So we're gonna spyglass. All right, so we took a spyglass and oh, Doggo was there. Shoot. All right. Anyway, into that round, and now we got to do the flood. Just don't build a fire, and I'll be fine. We won't lose anything else. So I think we just got a free exploration round here. So I am going to try to finish a column. I don't know why I said with the question mark at the end. I got a satchel. I got a sounding horn. I can do a whole bunch of stuff with all this. So this is actually pretty good position. Oh, I need more water. Oh, I need more water. Who can give me more water? Let's see. Lewis can give me more water. Right. So this should be a water, hopefully. So Lewis can give me 2 waters, or I can use Clark to swap for the swap out for the goggles. Yeah, swap out for the goggles, or I can just use the jar. No, the jar's not gonna help me. Swap out for the goggles. I like the idea of getting Lewis out, but I like Clark's flexibility a lot. Nobody else is really helping me out. I guess Grenier can convert the food into whatever we want. York can help me. Nah, it won't be useful right now. Irene can move a monster to an adjacent path. The mosquitoes are monsters because that's what the card says, so that could be good. That could be good. You know what? I'm gonna do something controversial. I'm gonna use Clark to swap out the sounding horn. And we're gonna get the goggles. Right? And then we're going to activate the goggles because I suspect that this is water. Activate the goggles, and we're going to say that this is water. As I say, what are you doing? And this is water. Okay. And then we are going to go here. And it is in fact water, so we do get the 2 water instead of the 1. And that helps us be a little bit more secure for next round. And now at this point, we can start just sending everything we find back home. We need a flower, and we need a rock and a mud. So I think this is a rock. So I'm gonna look for it. It's a rock. Heck yeah. And send that back home. And for those who are wondering, like, how did I know that was a rock? I knew that I felt that was a rock because I feel like there's only 2 down here, and I've explored all around here, and all the rocks are connected. So it's like, there can't be just 2 rocks in this map. There's got to be more up here somewhere. And I know it's not on the edge, so here was a good spot. So that's why I figured that was a rock. That means that this is a mud? Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll take it. So now I just need a flower back home, and then I will be all set for insecticide, and I can start killing bugs. And not a moment too soon, because we're about to get into the hard part of the game. Nope. Good message. Okay. All right, so we evaluate this challenge. Stick, stone, 2 water, and we are good. We lose our fire. We didn't have a fire, so we're fine. And now we're at the end of the night. We have a food. We're going to eat on that. And then we are at the start of the next round. There's monsters out already, so nothing happens. There's no consequences on these guys. So nothing bad happens. So now we go into the next day. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Might want to get that checked out. Refresh everything. Now the rain day is here. Rainy day. I swear I pronounce it differently every time. So we need a wood, a mud, and we have a water. If we fail, we flip rainy day face up, add an insect token to one of the northernmost unexplored paths. That's not the edge. Actually, I don't mind failing that one, to be honest. It gets another insect out here. And we need to kill 4 of them, so I'm okay with failing that one. So I can just stock up on resources for the next one. The next one says, look at the path and do the thing. Then rainstorm is going to cost me to lose a fire, but I get another destiny card. So yeah, these are okay. These are okay. So I need to find a flower. So I need to guess correctly in the next one. I'm going to spin the water. Ooh, I'm running out of water here. I'm going to spin the water. And I'm going to guess that this is a water. Actually, spin the water and do goggles. And I'm going to... Oh, actually, hold on. Whoa. Give me that back. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to spin this... Oh, this is the edge of the board. Well, it doesn't matter. It's edge of the map. I can still get water. So I'm going to spin the spyglass, which allows me to look at any 2 paths on the edge of the map. So any 2 paths on the edge of the map. And I'm going to look at... this one. Okay, so we know it's a TP. And I'm looking at this one. Well, no, I'm looking at this one. It's a mud. Okay, so that means that there's a water up here somewhere. All right. Okay. So that is fine. We know there's a water up here. Actually, this has to be a water. So now that we've done that, we know that for sure this is a water even before we did all that. So I'm gonna go up this way. So I'm gonna goggles this to say this is water. Actually, did I goggles already? Or was that last turn? That was last turn. Okay. I'm gonna goggles this and say this is water. I'm gonna also dowsing rod. No, I'm not gonna waste my dowsing rod. I don't need it. Okay, so I'm gonna water that, say that that's goggles that say it's water. I'm gonna spin the water so I can guess that this is a water, and then I'm gonna flip it. And oh, it's a stick. Oh no. Oh, that's sad. All right, I might die. I'm gonna die from this one. Whew, not beating the allegations of dying. Ugh. Well, that sucks. Okay. We're gonna do it all again. We're gonna medicine to get the goggles back. We're going to goggles. We're gonna spin this water for the guess, and we're gonna say that this is a water. So this is the goggles. We're saying it's water. We're spinning the water for the guess. Basically, we're doing this so we can flip them face down and have 2 water. That's all we're doing. And now we can dowsing rod to get a stick, because we need a stick for the next one anyway. So we're gonna dowsing rod to get a stick to kind of make it more efficient. And we're gonna get this one. This is a water for sure. And look at that, huzzah, it's a water. Water, and then there. Okay, so we almost got this column so we can get another destiny card. Now we have to evaluate this one. So this one says we failed. So we flip Renegade face up. Oh, I just got him face down. Okay, fine. So he flipped face down for a second, then he flipped back up because I failed this one. And then we add an insect token to the northernmost unexplored path that's not on the edge. The northernmost unexplored path. Northernmost unexplored path is not an edge. Is that what they mean? Oh. This is the northernmost. What's the northeasternmost? Is there any priorities? It says add an insect token to one of the northernmost unexplored paths that's not an edge. Right, edge of the map. All right, so I can put them there. Oh, I don't want to put them there. I want to explore those. Well, no, I don't care. Well, do I care about that? I don't. I don't really. So that means that this is a TP, this is a food, this is a skull. So we saw that, we know it's a TP, this is skull. Okay. We're not out of the woods yet, but we know there's a skull over here. We did not guess that. Oh no, we did guess this one right. Right? And we dowsing rodded it? Yeah, we did. Okay, we got it right. That was water. Dowsing rodded it, so it's gonna be a stick. Okay, we're good. We're good. I still need to get a flippin' flower so I can get these bugs dead. It'd be great to murder them. How do I move a bug? Oh, I have to finish a row to move a bug. I see. So I need insecticide and then finish rows. Okay, that makes sense. All right. All right. So we are continuing on with our thing. So we're going to do this and this. And then the mosquito is going to go there. And that's okay. So we're going to do, this is going to be food. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm spinning the water. Well, yeah, I'm spinning the water for it. This is food. Where I knew this was food. We put the guest there. And then that flipped him face down. Okay. We know this is a skull. So we know that's a skull. So what if I use my compass? So I'm going to use Clark's ability to swap in compass from dowsing. Dowsing rod is so useful. I'm swapping in for satchel's not been useful because I've been needing all my stuff. So satchel goes back away. I keep trying to use satchel, but satchel just ends up being not as useful. It'll be nice to get Seaman the doggo. So I did that for compass. I'm going to spin compass to say that this is a skull, and it is in fact a skull. So I get the skull. This doesn't go there, it goes out because of the compass ability. And now we spawn, or we draw a threat. It's going to be another insect. So we got our 4 insects, and this one's going to spawn on the closest unexplored path adjacent to the skull that's not an edge. So closest unexplored path adjacent. So the monsters cannot share same spots. So he's going to be way up here. That's actually kind of annoying. I don't want him there. But we finished a column, so we do get the doggo, and we're going to get the doggo, and we're going to use the doggo immediately to bork. The doggo's going to bork. He's going to go bork, bork. Move a monster token to an adjacent. Actually, no, we're not going to use the doggo. We need a flower first, so we can send it back home. Shoot. There's a flower in this row because there's mud here. We got everything we need for this one, though, which is good. I do need more water. I have no way to get more water, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore this one. It is water. Cool, perfect. And then I'm going to explore this one, and it's a skull? Oh no. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I was not expecting a skull to be there. So I draw a threat card, and of course it's another insect. And you closest unexplored path adjacent to the skull, not on the edge. Closest unexplored path, not on the edge. I can put him here. So I guess we know that this is not a, well, we don't know this is a water anymore because we saw the water there. I really need this flower. I got some extra skulls. So, I'm going to spin the skull to explore this one. Oh, sorry, we evaluate this first. This is going to be a stick, a skull, and a water. And then I get to peek at a tile. It says, look at one path. Look at one path adjacent to an already explored path. If it's a skull, then lose one water. So we know this is not a skull, this is a flower. Has to be. I just want to double check. All right, so it's a flower. We know it for sure now. Cool. So I discarded my skull previously, my second skull, so I can explore here because I lost a resource forward, and then that's going to give me the flower. I'm going to send him back home. And then once we do that, we invent insecticide. So all these go back into the supply. And we have invented insecticide, and now we just gotta kill the bugs. So now anytime a bug walks into an open path, then they die. So we're going to, we need to finish a row to get the bugs to move. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna explore this one to finish a row, and then we'll use a dog to move somebody and finish a row. There's no really good way to finish a row. I can finish, these bugs being here is really bothersome. Like in this configuration is not helping me right now. So I'm gonna explore this one. I'm running low on resources. Okay, I lied. I'm not gonna explore that one. Shoot. I'm gonna explore this one. Another flower. Okay, cool. I'll take it. And this flower I will hold on to for now. I'm hoping for a water. I'm just gonna finish this row, this column. And oh, perfect, a water. Thank you. That's what I wanted. All right, that's gonna be good. So that is these guys all done. We evaluate. I lose fire. I had no fire. I get a destiny card, and I can choose. Oh, this one is make ally. Gain one resource or water that you currently have. The other one is weather vane. It allows me to look at the top 2 cards of the challenge deck, put one at the top and put one at the bottom. I'm kind of okay with either of those, but I do want to see if I can hopefully get Show of Force. So, heart of the cards. Come on, I'm trying to tap it to the top. There it is. Lantern. Okay, whatever. I can backtrack with 1 fire. I never really use lantern, but it's fine, whatever. All right, no consequences, everything's good. We got a food, we nom on that. There are monsters, we refresh our stuff though. There's 4. Jeez, there's so many mosquitoes out here. And this jerk shows up, but you know what, I don't care. He can stay here the rest of the game. Not gonna bother me. Not gonna bother me one bit. That's right. I got bug spray. Insecticide. What now? Okay, back to our regular scheduled game. So I can use Doggo to scare a bug out of the way. I don't want to use them right now. Oh, it says move a monster to an adjacent path. Actually, yeah, I will go ahead and use Doggo now to bark at this one, because that's going to give me another destiny card if I get him out of the way. So he's going to go here, and he's going to die because I moved into a open path. So it's going to be death 1. Let's kill 3 more. Oh, sorry, we need our challenge cards. Sorry. Getting close to the end. We have to have a fire? Oh, shoot. Okay, I gotta make a fire. Okay. We can make a firework. I just gotta get some stuff going. So actually, I'm not gonna kill that one. Well, actually, it's gonna be the same problem. Never mind. Yeah, no, actually, I'm not gonna kill that one. I'm gonna kill this one. This is the one that died. Yeah, okay. All right, I killed the one that was here. So that means that I can explore this and hope it's a stone. It could be a stone, it could not be a stone. We need a stone, a skull, sorry, a fire. We have to have a fire, which we can make a flint with. Oh, we know this is a mud. We do know that's mud. That can give us a water. So how do we kill this guy? Let's see. I gotta finish a row. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna finish this row. Okay. We do need a flower way down here, but I don't think I'm gonna make it that far. I think I'm gonna end the game before we get to that. That's my hope. But if not, then I can get the... Oh, there might not be another flower. Shoot. There's another TP here somewhere. All right, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna get the TP that we knew was there. And that is going to allow us to trade. We're going to trade this. What do I want this for? we're gonna trade this for something to make a fire. I guess we're trading it for stone. Yeah, we'll trade it for stone. All right, we trade that for a stone. Okay. I could have dowsing rodded, couldn't I? We're gonna say I dowsing rodded, and I also compassed. I knew that was a TP the whole time. That's the reason why I'm saying that. All right, cool. All right, as long as we're on the same page. Okay, cool. Because that gives me the skull that I need. So I got the skull, I got the fire, and everything else. I got the fire by doing Clark to swap out and get the flint. So I will be able to get an easy fire. But for now, with this messy table I have here, we're going to go ahead and spin Clark. We're going to exhaust Clark, and that is going to allow us to... Oh, no, not him. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, I finished the row. That's what it was. I finished the row, so we're gonna be able to move a bug. It says move an insect token one path orthogonally. He's gonna move here and die immediately. So that's gonna be the second death. So 2 more kills and then we're out of the game. The game's over. In hindsight, I should have moved this bug. Is the Destiny card gonna do that much for me? No, it is not. Yeah. Okay. All right. Again. Killing this bug. All right, so that's the bug that I killed, and then we're gonna continue with our turn here. We got everything we need for this challenge, and this one allows me, when we pass it, allows me to move a bug, which means that we can kill this bug. So we killed 2, that's 3, and then I finish our row, I can kill 4, so we should be able to finish it before the end of this. We might be able to, well, we have to finish this challenge, which we got. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and get this TP. I don't want to trade anything, do I? Oh, we still need a fire. Ah, Jesus. Okay, right. So we're gonna Clark it up. And Clark is gonna spin the compass, or switch the compass with a flint. And the flint, we're going to... Oh, that changes everything, doesn't it? I need a stick or a thing. So I have 2 turns to do it. So there's a stick here or a stick here. I want to go for this one. There's a stick. Okay, cool, perfect. All right, now I'm going to use the flint to throw this away and single one away to get a fire. That's the fire I need for the challenge. So now I have the challenge. I almost forgot about the fire. I got the water, I got the skull. Oh, I didn't need this. Oh. Dang. All right. Well, I guess I don't need a stone anymore, so I need a mushroom and a flower for that one down there, but I'm not going to make it that far, because like I said, I'm ending the game before that. So just out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to do this TP, because I need to do it anyway, and I'm going to trade in this stone for a water. And I'm not worried about food because I have moss still that I can throw at the end and I can eat that instead. So that is going to be it for the round. We're going to evaluate, for this challenge, it's going to be a fire, a skull, and a water. So that's all done. We have that, we pass. So we get to move 1 insect of our choice. And we will just move this guy. And he'll go in here and die. So that's going to be number 3. So we just need to kill 1 more, which we should definitely be able to do. There's no consequences we got to worry about here. And the last one, we're just going to explore this. We're going to spin the water, explore this, and it's going to give us a mushroom, which is nice. And because we finished the row, we get to move a bug. We're going to move this one, and it's going to fall into the thing and die. And we killed our 4th bug, and we are successful in insecticide. Whew. Or insecticide, Insecta. So that is it. That is it for the Insecta. I think comparatively, I'm not doing a review at the end of every single one of these, but I think comparatively between Fauna and Insecta, I feel like they play very similarly, but I like the way that Insecta ends. Fauna feels a little annoying having to wait to actually be able to finally kill the rest of them, whereas Insecta, once you achieve the thing, then you just got to figure out how to move the guys and the game's over, the puzzle's done. So I think for a first expansion, I think it's pretty good compared to the base game stuff. So I do like Flora. I think Flora's fun. Sometimes Flora is very frustrating when you can't get the things you need in the right order. But between Fauna and Insecta, I think Insecta is the one I like better between those two. And I think I like Insecta slightly better than Vameter, which I haven't played yet, but I'll do a playthrough of that eventually, just not right now. Because right now, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope this was informative. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If I played any rules wrong, please let me know. I'll pin them in the top comment, or put them in the top comment so people can see the corrections. As you can see, I did very well with all the stuff. I started with one character and I ditched him almost immediately for Clark. And then really, when I play this game, I play with Clark. Clark is my guy. I just always switch back to Clark with the horn and everything. I don't even know why I try it, but yeah. I think ideally I would probably play with York first, get a free house, and then use the horn to bring in Clark, and then play the rest of the game from there. But whatever, Clark is really strong. I'm just saying. All right, that's gonna be it for this video, though. Oh, sorry. Before I do, sorry, I didn't do this last time, so I'll do it this time. We got to see what my score is. My final score is gonna be the points that remain here, which is 3 plus 4, so 7, plus any points remaining here, which is gonna be 9. So I have a score of 16. So I scored 16 points. And a score of 16 points has earned me the title of, I think, Veteran? Yeah, Veteran Pathfinder. So, there you go. I'm a Veteran Pathfinder. Look at me go. So that is my final score. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure to say that part. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. We are going to go ahead and close. Sorry, well, actually, let me add this to the app first. I don't know. I guess you guys can hear me ramble a little bit more. Another thing I'll say is that of all the ones that play very differently, like I said, Fauna, the first one, it's a part of the base game. In that expansion, it's interesting and it's nice to get your head around the rules with that one. But I think, as I said before, or as I said just now, Insecta, or sorry, from like, sorry, did I say Fauna? Yeah, Fauna's right. Flora, Insecta, and 4, they feel better as far as you actually being able to use mechanics to do cool things. And this one, like I said, it just ends, which is nice. I feel like sometimes I'm playing Fauna and it's just like, why am I still playing this? Not that I dislike the game or anything. It's just like you have to wait, or you have to find the right things and then get the right stuff. So you end up just kind of waiting. Whereas this one, a lot more control in ending the game, which I appreciate. All right, okay. I have babbled on forever, so let me go ahead and let's see. Let's change the music. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. That's spooky. I hope you all enjoyed these videos for me playing through the core of Discovery. Please let me know what you guys think of the game. I already said my review and everything, so hope that was consistent with me still playing the game despite my feelings that I have about things. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.